सर, मैंने आपको इसके लिए कॉल किया। मेरा एक्चुअली एक जगह इंटरव्यू है,
हाँ हाँ
पुणे एपेक फॉरेंसिक लेबोरेटरी में, और मैंने फॉरेंसिक साइकोलॉजी एमफिल किया हुआ है, मास्टर
ओके
क्लिनिकल में किया हुआ है।
ओके
तो मेरे जब उस टाइम पे जब कॉलेज फिनिश किया था, तब मेरे को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भाई की और घर की, तब मैं क्लिनिकल सेटअप में काम कर रही थी, और अब मुझे फॉरेंसिक सेटअप में चांस मिल रहा है। इंटरव्यू है, पता नहीं सिलेक्शन होगा कि नहीं।
क्यों नहीं होगा?
तो मुझे
यदि आप जो
थोड़ा,
है डेडिकेटेड हैं तो बिल्कुल होगा, क्यों नहीं होगा?
बट सर जितनी जगह मैंने इंटरव्यू दिया ना, वहाँ से मेरे को फेलियर ही, अभी तक फेलियर ही मिला है। इसलिए
देखिए, सफलता और असफलता में एक कदम का फर्क है। और असफलता ये बताती है कि सफलता के लिए थोड़ा से ज्यादा प्रयास की जरूरत है। तो अभी तक के अनुभव के आधार पर यू जस्ट जॉट डाउन कि क्या क्या चीजें पूछी गई थी, और उन चीजों को आप रिवाइज करिए और ठीक ढंग से दोबारा अच्छे ढंग से इंटरव्यू दीजिए।
पर मेरे को फॉरेंसिक साइकोलॉजी में इंटरव्यू देने का टाइम मौका ही नहीं मिला सर, क्योंकि जब मैं क्लिनिकल सेटअप में काम कर रही थी, उस टाइम मेरे पास चांस नहीं था।
अच्छा, फॉरेंसिक साइकोलॉजी में क्या क्या आता है?
एक्चुअली उसमें हमारा क्या रोल होता है एज अ फॉरेंसिक साइकोलॉजिस्ट।
हाँ हाँ
हमें पुलिस पर्सनल के साथ किस तरह से काम करना होता है। अगर क्रिमिनल कल्प्रिट है, तो एक्चुअली में जब उसने कोई क्राइम किया है, तो वो मेंटल स्टेट में था कि उसकी एबिलिटी कैसी थी कि उसने ये क्राइम किया, कि एक्चुअली में उसने होशाबाद में क्राइम किया है, कि उसको कोई मेंटल इशू है, उसकी पर्सनालिटी क्या थी, उसका बिहेवियर उस टाइम पे क्या था।
नहीं, so
और
what is the purpose of the forensic psychology? To understand criminal behavior and finally to take preventive and corrective measures? What
हाँ,
exactly is the
yes,
final outcome of your forensic
yes,
psychology?
yes. And even when both need some evidence, we can share through our different instruments like polygraph and narco analysis.
No, polygraph is meant for detecting that whether that person is telling a lie, and you say polygraph test is nothing but a lie detector test, because of
Yes,
when you speak lie, it created a lot of stress in your mind and in your body, and through the polygraph we are trying to capture those evidences, and then we can make out that whether the person is deliberately trying to concoct something.
yes. So the scientific officer means the forensic psychologist's role is to go and actually narrate how we found out that the individual is perfect, because we have to submit the report based on that.
Very true, very true, very true, very true. So, what is the purpose of yours to make a call? What kind
I
of
was
the help you
actually
are looking for? Huh?
confused.
Pardon me?
I was confused whether how we can help a police personnel, because I didn't get a chance to work with police
It is not
personnel.
question of helping police personnel. You are helping judicial system to appreciate the evidence in a better way. It is not helping police. You are helping society. So police is also helping society, and you are also helping society, right?
Okay.
So it is more like helping to appreciate uh, decision making. एक मिनट, इसको बंद कर लो, नहीं तेरी तुमको। हाँ हाँ, helping to appreciate the decision maker basically.
And
Getting?
even they are being asked to help in crime investigation. So, sir, if you have worked with something, how we can take help of the psychology?
Basically, what I feel that forensic psychology should help to appreciate what could be the behavior, and where the evidence should be looked for. Number one. Number two, how this knowledge can be used for prevention of crime. And thirdly, if it could be used for the curative or rehabilitative purpose. That is the final and ultimate. Because living with the criminal mind is not a better strategy for the society. It is always good if we can mend the criminal and make him a good citizen. That crime-free Bharat says that only, that certainty of rehabilitation. So once somebody come in the radar of the crime-free Bharat, it is the responsibility of this crime-free Bharat to rehabilitate that criminal, taking care of what kind of the skill set they are having and what kind of the skill set could be imparted or needed, and that's how we can basically rehabilitate that person with a certainty, so he will become a resource to the nation. He should not continue to be the liability for the nation. So the fourth certainty of the crime-free Bharat is certainty of prevention. So it says, say, what are the four basic dimension of God? God, God is all potent, right? He is all powerful, right? So the word used is omnipotent. Okay? Then God knows everything. It is called omniscient, right? And God is omnipresent. So God is everywhere, right? And God is omnibenevolent, means He is always uh, looking into the welfare dimension of humanity or everybody, right? Basically, crime-free Bharat should fulfill all these obligations through its digital Chitragupta, right? So basically, if you know each and everything in 360-degree about the criminal, then you can make out even before the criminal could commit the crime to prevent it through the smart intervention process, right? When you know so much details about each criminal, then is it good to allow him to continue as a criminal, or it is a better option to rehabilitate him?
It's better
So I
option to
feel it is
rehabilitate.
a better option to rehabilitate. But how can you rehabilitate? That is the another dimension, right? So this dimension require to take stock of the skill set the person is having, then identify which skill set should be imparted so that that will become helpful in his rehabilitation. Then what kind of the resources are required so that he could be reasonably and nicely employed so that he could become a national resource, right? And making that happen ultimately will help every criminal to be rehabilitated with a element of the certainty. So with an element of the certainty, it is very important. That's why certainty of rehabilitation is the fifth dimension of crime-free Bharat. Unfortunately, things are not happening that way. Uh, the police at the moment is not really paying heed to any of the five dimensions. The cases are not being registered, they are not properly investigated. Forget about completion of investigation within 15 days with infallible evidences. Then courts are taking years and years together, whereas Crime Free Bharat says that nobody needs to come to court at all, right? The court trial will happen through the distributed video-based trial system, and that's how the all trials would be completed with the upper limit of the 30 days. So there's a 15 days upper limit for the police to complete investigation with infallible evidences and 30 days for the court to decide the case. It means in 45 days, in all cases, justice will be delivered. Now, this kind of the certainty nobody is contemplating, nobody is guaranteeing. There lies our problem. So, Payal, is it clear to you?
Yes.
Now, having said about the crime-free Bharat, now forensic psychology can play a very important role. Number one, to look for the evidences. Number two, capture evidences. Number three, help the criminal for the future rehabilitation and helping police for the future prevention so that kind of the crime if it could be prevented. not only by the person who has committed crime or who is already on the record, but by the other prospective criminals, those who are not on the radar of the police. I hope it is now clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I wish you all the best. Do well in your interview and do study. If you are having any confusion, you can feel free to talk to me.
Thank you so much.
Right? Okay. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.